Behind me is a Bitcoin 14-month-long trading channel in which Bitcoin spent all of its time minus 80 days in which it fell out and retested 25K. It has spent all of its time besides that since the 15.5 low. And there are only 3 ways that I've ever seen these channels play out, particularly on much shorter time frames. Is there are typically only 3 ways. After you have fallen out, you have an ascending channel, you have fallen out. You either get back up to the bottom of that channel and get rejected, or you get back in to and you touch the 1/4 line and then get rejected, or you go to the point of control or the half-court line, the halfway line, and then come out. And Bitcoin is right. It has done that twice and is right at the bottom, testing it exactly now. And this video, I want to show you the key things that you need to be looking at, because this could be a pretty big culmination of what's about to happen, because I don't think I've ever seen price on any time frame, the 10-second, the 1 minute, fall out of a channel, hit the top, hit the point of control, go to the bottom, and stay in. And I've probably seen thousands of channels play out across this particularly small time frames, and price moves the same way on all time frames. So I'm going to show you what I think is important right here, so we can tell, hey, is this going to be a channel, price behaving in a channel that Tim or Cosasverdes has never seen before? And if that happens, I'm going to show you what to look out for as we zoom way into current price action, knowing that in the context we are in that exact moment where it's a make or break type of moment. So get ready, let's get it. If I can remember where the hell all my buttons are on this, here we go. And if you want to join live shows and ask me questions about your altcoins, what are good entries, what are good profit-taking points, things to that effect, then I have live shows every Tuesday and Thursday around 12 p.m. noon New York, and you can go on there, ask your question, and I timestamp them. If you got to dip in and dip out, for example, you're at work, I have the answer to your question timestamped. And so that's the YouTube tier. Also, if you want more intimate experience, the Discord community has live events with me up to 4 days a week for VIPs, once for Cryptillions where it's video and you can talk to me directly and ask me questions, and we share our screens, our thoughts, and all that kind of thing. And you can show me your screen and all that good stuff. And the link to that is in the description section of the video. And the YouTube tier, there's a join button that's next to the subscribe button, I believe, and that shows you what the YouTube tiers are about. Okay. As we are approaching the bottom of this channel, and again, I have never seen price stay in a channel after doing this. Okay, it already fell out, came up to touch the point of control twice, got rejected by it big time twice. I mean, hit it and tanked twice. That's fairly definitive. What I'm looking for here is, in general, a lower high to the yearly high made. And typically that's close to a 45-degree angle. And if we look at lines that my team leader, Benny Hanna, said I should probably put on my chart, and she was right, is well before this price action hit these lines perfectly, is the CME, which is not spot price Bitcoin, but CME Bitcoin yearly closures line, and the yearly candle closure line for spot. And those two lines are lining up pretty perfectly with that lower high territory. So what could happen before Bitcoin does that? Well, we have the weekly 10 just below here, and I want to show you how this might work. Bitcoin might dip below the 14-month-long channel without proving it as resistance and falling out. Rather, dip below it just to test the weekly 10 immediately in a V-shaped type of over the course of maybe 2 days. So kind of a V-shape on the 1 or 4 hour charts, right? And on a daily candle, it would look like candle, 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 candle on the daily. Retest the weekly 10 and then go get that higher low. That's one guess. And so what would and if that were the higher the lower high and then it fell out, what does that mean for your altcoins? That's what's important for that's what is the most important thing for most of the people watching. What does that mean, and how do I draw this line? Well, I've covered this line a lot on my channel, but the easiest way to make it right now is if you go to about the 4 hour chart and look at price from October of late October to like December 1st of 2023. That gets this line on both sides, and the very recent price action from roughly Saturday the 13th of January and Sunday, if you zoom way in, that gets it perfectly as support, like absolutely perfectly to the micro penny if there is one on Bitcoin. And you don't need to draw this whole darn channel, because I think it's getting ready to be out of use, out of style soon, and because I think we're going to get a lower high and fall out. Because I've never seen price behave any other way in a channel after having fallen out, particularly for a long time, like 80 days. And so you would draw a best fit line between the price from late October to November, late November of 2023, and exactly as support, and you'll get the exact bottom of the line. That's one line that you need as we zoom in. And the second line is this white one. I would also put on my weekly 10 EMA, and you would use an MTF EMA multi-time frame, so you can have the weekly 10 on the 1 hour or 5 minute chart, and it's still the same as a weekly 10. This is the current January candle monthly open, and as we can see, so you see how that candle is a doji getting ready to flip red, and it was flipped red multiple times yesterday, right? It has a downside tail that was formed yesterday and the day before. It is flirting with trying to turn red, and that's happening at the top of a powerful move. And that's often a reversal signal. It can be. It's not yet, because this month isn't over. It hasn't closed that way. So it is not a reversal signal now. I want to be very clear with that. Because this could just be a retest down before it blasts up and leaves almost no tail at the top. No wick at the top. Like, it just consumes it and closes it at a bear top, very bullish ending. So there are, 13-ish days left of the month. This is not confirmed. But as of now, this is interesting. So this is what's at stake, battling. See, that's the line, the same line. That's that. So when you zoom into here, price is below it. The month is red. So see how many times it flickered red over the last few days? Red month, red month, red month, red month, red month. This is a battle line, but also this 14-month-old line is the bottom of the 14-month-old channel. And so if you just take the January open, draw that line, put on the weekly 10, I'm telling you that for the next, it could be 6 to 12 weeks. Like, it could be months out. But I would give the shelf life of those lines being important and being able to give you a good idea if you apply basic support and resistance. Is price above or below? Has it proved it as support? Has it proved it as a resistance? Asking yourself those questions with these, with that MTF EMA and the two lines I gave you. If you take the time to put this on your chart, particularly new viewers, then once you see the magic happen on there, you can see right before Bitcoin, if it does end up falling off, you will see on the very small time frames, like the 5 minute, the 1 hour, between the 1 hour down to 5 minutes, you will see it behave in a bearish fashion before it confirms I'm bearish at this line and fall down. And you could see price interact beautifully on these three lines for the next several weeks. Now, if it breaks down below all of this, then I'll have to cover another video of what is important now and what are our immediate targets. But as of now, it hasn't broken this channel. I don't need to give farther downside targets yet. It's not open to great discussion. But I will end with this thought. My downside target personally is a 40% correction to 50% correction from the wick high, because New Year's sell-off idea, which has happened 14 of 14 years, this would be 15 of 15. It's possible that it's the first year where it turns 14 out of 15 years, where it's not a perfect record. But we have that, and we have what could be the top of an intermediate cycle, similar to Bitcoin going from $3,200 in 2019 up to 14K, which was a significantly bigger rally than what we have now. It's still nearly about double bottomed, 72.5% pullback without a New Year's sell-off, okay? Stimulating that at the top. And so we have a potential similar top to an intermediate cycle, the cycle that connects a bear market to the next bull market. So that means this probably needs to come down. If that is the local top, it might not be. The month has not closed yet to even give halfway signals. And I have the idea that when it does that type of correction, it's going to spend a significant amount of time on one line that you will want in the near future is the monthly 10. I think we're going to see it hit the monthly 10, do some type of lower high, and then do some type of dance, possibly mostly below the line, possibly mostly above the line, possibly on both sides. I think so. I think it'll form some type of slideways. Could be mostly up, could be slideways down, or just straight ass sideways, like a horizontal range. I think after Bitcoin touches this, after a New Year's pullback, New Year's being within 45 days on each side, so 90-day total, each side of the New Year's, I am convinced that this monthly 10 EMA has to be hit. That's what that white line is, and I'm on the monthly charts with the same time frame of candles. I guess that music isn't working very well. And when we do get some type of downside target, this is going to be my main idea. I'm going to be scouting how does price react to the monthly 10. Is it mostly staying above? Well, then I'm probably going to start dialing back into alts. Is it mostly using this as resistance? Well, I'm going to wait to go get some alts. And that's after we finally get some type of signature or some type of stimulus that, hey, a trigger that we're going to get downside movement. That's what I'll then be thinking about. And hopefully you like your nice YouTube video. I've been a little less active recently over the last, 6 to 8 months. I'll probably start picking it back up. So you just got Timified Worldwide. We'll smell you later.